Hello, wonderful people. Welcome back to this wonderful channel, News Info TV. Ebona bottle. Now we dey bring you the most of the news where they happen for all over the world. Another one has happened again, and Mazi Simon Epka has reacted to it. The Igbo people has faced attack. So many attacks recently in Lagos, and also house demolition. And Simon Epka has reacted to that. Well, before I continue to bring you this news, I sometimes wonder, the kind of God that created Mazi Simon Epka. The kind of boldness that this guy has, the kind of impetus, the kind of courage. It gives joy to see an Igbo man of such stature. Because many people are stunned because of politics and the rest of them, because of what they will gain. They don't want to talk for their people again. Because of peanuts, because of little money that they are getting from the government, they now decided that if their people are dying, it does not concern them, let them go on and die. Because of small change that they are getting from the government. And some people, many of these politicians, especially Igbo politicians, have kept quiet. Look at Umahi, how he followed the Northerners like sheep. He was following them, everything. He thought that they were going to make him president. Otilo, at the end of everything, he lost. The president seat, he did not smell. Primary, he did not even smell. On the day of APC primary election, he did not even smell third place. You could imagine that. And after everything, they will still be following these people sheepishly. What kind of thing is this? Though there are still other courageous Igbo people, and Mazi Simon Epka is one of them. Still remember that you are still on News Info TV, and if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, please go straight and support this channel by subscribing to this channel. Share this news and also on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first to collect it. Let's enter into the news proper. Simon Epka, a popular pro-Biafran agitator, has reacted to the alleged lynching of business people in different locations in Lagos. He also condemned the demolition of the properties of Igbos in Ajao Estate. In a statement on Tuesday by the self-styled Prime Minister of Biafra Republic, government in exile, Epka called for togetherness among Igbos. He believes Igbo nation should never abandon their kinsmen in troubled times. The attention of the Biafra Republic government in exile have been drawn to 3 different cases of lynching of Biafra businessmen in different locations in Lagos State after being accused of witchcraft by Fulani Okada rider. In addition to the ongoing demolition of Biafra-owned house in Ajao Estate, we wish to remind you all of the popular sayings of our people. Onyayala wanneya, meaning do not abandon your king person, especially in times of trouble. Synonymous with that is onrube wanne abaloso, which means that when you hear the screaming of your king's person, do not run in the opposite direction or pretend like you do not care. Another proverb is Igwebike, which means we are stronger together. If you are from anywhere within old eastern region of Nigeria, even though Nigeria segmented and divided you into different states and chiefdoms, you are one person. When the chiefs are done, Nigeria will treat all of you as Igbos. In Nigeria today, if you are neither a Northerner nor a Yoruba, you are seen as a traitor. Based on the events unfolding after the recently concluded rigged Nigerian general election and the Biafra phobia in Nigeria, there have been concerted efforts between Yorubas in Lagos State and Fulanis in Northerners to exterminate the people of the old eastern region, Biafra. The old eastern region markets, homes, and businesses have been burnt down. The Yorubas in Lagos and the Fulanis have now graduated into lynching Easterners, including beating, clubbing, and burning them to death. Remember the prelude in Nigeria Biafra War. Easterners do not let history repeat itself. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. Some of you still insist and believe in one Nigeria, despite Nigeria showing you all that you are. They are slaves with no fundamental human rights. They also show you that you do not have a right to life. Do you still insist on one Nigeria? The decision is yours. We write to tell you all to join together, never to sit or watch your fellow Easterner killed. His shop burns or any maltreatment happens to your king's person while you do nothing. When you see your fellow Easterner being beaten, do not just use your camera and become a reporter. Join the fight to rescue your king person. It will help if you fight back. Take back your dignity if you do not get down to the trenches. Fight dirty and defend yourselves now. You will all regret it now and later. Fight back the terrorists terrorizing you in your supposed one Nigeria. When you survive, you will choose to become the Biafran you are supposed to be and live in your royal freedom. Remaining in one Nigeria means perpetual servitude to the Fulani North and Yoruba in Lagos. Meanwhile, you are the ones boasting the economy of Nigeria, in which the Yoruba in Lagos and Fulani North take pride. Without the Easterners, that's the Biafrans, there will be no Nigeria. Yet, you are not appreciated. We pray for your safety, security, and well-being. So this one is coming from Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the Biafra government in exile. He is the one saying this. He has encouraged the Igbo people to try and be together to remember what has been said about, the Ohayana 1 year that the Igbo forefathers, the Igbo founders has been saying all this while. For the Igbos to remember the Igwebike that the forefathers has been talking about. Yes, you know that Igwe is Ike, and you yourself know that. Before, many of Igbo people who do not know the history does not know that before the amalgamation of Nigeria, that the Igbo man had already started practicing democracy. That was the reason why the white people saw the Igbos as a threat. Because when they went to the north, all the north people had to do was to reach out to the emir. And the emir will call a meeting. And everybody will gather. When they got to the Yorubas, that's the west, what they had to do was to reach out to the Oba, and the Oba will call everybody, and everybody will gather. But when they got to the Igbo side of the country, they called the first meeting. The Igbo people did not come out. Number one is that Igbo man is not a beggar. He is sufficient in himself. Those days were the days when the Igbo fathers pride themselves in farming. That was why you see some people marry 5 wives, 3 wives. You have boys, you have big compound. You have your Oba, that's yam ban. You have your this thing. You have your wife. If your wife is a hustler, she has a mwede. That's a cocoyam ban. Then if it is a strong man in the family that do go for hunting, then if you go to the Uko, you see dry meat, enough dry meat that if a visitor comes to the man's house, he will go into his Uko like this, into the kitchen, bring out dry meat, bring out oil, If he will bring out oil, call his wife, they will bring out oil, onions, pepper, and mix it together with red oil. Then they will bring out that dry meat for you. You will now be using the oil to be eating dry. I don't know if you have tried dry meat with oil before. with the salt that was kept at the Uko to dry, so that the reason for that salt, because Igbos were wise, even though they have not gotten Western education then. The reason for the Igbo man keeping that salt at the Uko is because they knew that raw salt has after effect. So that salt is kept at the Uko there while the wife is cooking. The smoke from the kitchen will be touching that salt, and we neutralize the acidicness of that salt so that it will not have after effect. You know, these days, if you go to the hospital, they will tell you what is killing you is cholesterol. This one is too much salt. But meanwhile, in the Igbo those days, we are eating all these things, oil, raw oil, with salt and everything. Nobody. That is because this salt we are kept in Uko. The smoke coming from the kitchen will neutralize the acid there. Most people don't know this thing. And when the white man came, he called Igbo people. They did not come out. Because you can't just call an Igbo man and an Igbo man will come. No, now. Even if you meet the Igbo first, the Igbo will say, okay, give us time. This thing you are saying, we'll think about it. It's not today. Oh. The Igbo will first go and call a meeting. After the Igbo has called a meeting with Ndinze and Ndiozo, they will deliberate and have their meeting. And after having their meeting, they will now go back and say, okay, on a local Ibe, they will send a town crier. They'll say, okay, each kinsman, go and deliberate with your people. Tell your people what you have gotten. That is a representative government. What a white man thought that he is a new thing. The Igbo man has started representative government even before now. Because how they do it is that each kinsman will represent when the Igwe or Eze calls, or Obi calls. Then when these people go, it's more like a Senate meeting. Each head of the family will go and tell his family what he got from the meeting. After that, they will now say, okay, each kinsman will now give their own view on the matter. They will return and tell Igwe, okay, look at Igwe, this is what our people say though. The Igwe will now go call a town crier that will call for a general meeting of everybody. You know, there is direct and indirect democracy. These people will now come because then the Igbo man was practicing both direct and indirect democracy. The whole villages will now gather now and they will talk about the matter. They will agree, okay, we are going to see the white man. And after the white man looked at this thing, he said, no, these people they are not what we can handle. They are even wiser than us. That's what most people don't understand. But I don't know what is happening these days, what is happening to Igbo people because of some people have started making money and all that, big names and the rest of them, because of politics, because you want to and people have left the origin of Igbo man, what the fathers left for them. My people, let me wind the curtain here because Nkube called the non-adron I got tata. Let me wind down the curtain here. And if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, where I bring you nothing but the truth on News Info TV, please join us, subscribe to this channel so that you'll be getting our wonderful news. Also, remember to like, comment, and share also on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you'll be the first to collect it. Thank you for listening, wonderful people. God bless you.